What up, my people? This is the House of Wrestling. I'm Dedrian Colon, and man, whew, tonight on SmackDown, what a you could call it a bombshell. They announced the entrance for the Women's Royal Rumble tonight, and of course, Rhea Ripley, a few of the current wrestlers. But the very thing that stood out were the participants who they quote unquote classified as legends in the Women's Royal Rumble. And let me read you this list. Kelly will be participating, Summer Rae, Michelle McCool, the Bella Twins, Lita, and as Pat McAfee said in commentary, Impact Wrestling Knockout Champion, Mickie James. Yes, Impact Wrestling Knockout Champion, Mickie James. WWE did refer to her in several tweets as Impact Knockout Champion. Scott D'Amore, he retweeted it. Let's see if she wins tomorrow night at Hard to Kill. I believe she's facing Deonna Purrazzo in like a street fight or something like that. So let's see what happens. But yeah, that is a bombshell tonight on SmackDown. As soon as that news broke, you could say that overshadowed the whole SmackDown show. It just brings a lot of possibilities. Impact Wrestling did throw out, or actually, Scott D'Amore in his tweet congratulated WWE for finally walking through the forbidden door. There was a later tweet, you can find it on Impact Wrestling's Twitter account, that Impact gave her the okay to walk with Impact Wrestling's championship. See what happens. 2022 has started off very chaotic. A lot of negativity and just uncertainty. Wrestlers having to be pulled from shows for COVID protocol. It was announced also on AEW Rampage that Cody Rhodes would be taken off for medical reasons. It is COVID protocol, and his brother Dustin will fill in against Sammy Guevara. It's a crazy 7 days, literally 7 days. We've had two Wrestle Kingdom nights that were pretty good. The main events were spectacular. Okada and Ospreay was phenomenal. Bobby Lashley is going to face Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. Man, I don't know. This is going to be an interesting next couple of weeks, next month, next 6 months. Let's see where it goes. But yes, Mickie James will be participating in the WWE Royal Rumble. I am anticipating, and I am highly excited for watching tomorrow night's Hard to Kill. So yes, when you watch this video, it will be in the time of before Hard to Kill, Impact Wrestling's pay-per-view is went on air and everything. So if you watch this after Hard to Kill, you'll understand why. But yeah, this brings a lot of possibilities of where WWE is going to play in this Forbidden Door time that we've been talking about in the last year. See what happens. The possibilities are endless. This is fun. Who knows what happens? Let's see at the Royal Rumble if Mickie James does walk to the ring with the Impact Women's Championship, and if she still retains the championship. Who knows? But it is fun. As I tweeted on Twitter, it was very refreshing after all the chaotic tension, negativity that we as wrestling fans experienced on social media with the whole Big Swole Tony Khan thing. And this kind of just brought in a breath of fresh air and just like, okay, pro wrestling can be fun again. So see what happens. Also good news is that Jake Atlas, he tweeted that his knee will be okay. It's nothing serious or anything. So that's good because that match was phenomenal. No pun intended. Adam Cole and Jake Atlas. I recommend you guys check that out. But yeah, top story, Mickie James will be in the Royal Rumble. WWE did refer to her as, let me phrase that, technically, it was Impact Knockout Champion. They didn't tag Impact Wrestling in their tweet, which I don't know why they didn't do it. But Impact Wrestling tagged WWE in their tweet. So kudos to Scott D'Amore and whatever strings he's pulling. Impact Wrestling is the, some people are saying they are the Forbidden Door. I would say they're the bridge to all these Forbidden Doors, which is pretty cool. Let's see where AEW goes. And, I predicted this somewhat last year or 2020, that in some capacity. Actually, no, last year I did predict it, that when Jericho appeared on the Stone Cold podcast and he was putting over AEW, I'm like, they're going to work together one day. So if somehow in the middle of this year and these COVID cases drop and we start getting back to a sense of where we don't have to necessarily worry about COVID and this virus, if WWE, AEW, and all these other companies somehow put a super card together, I will love that as a wrestling fan. Christmas will come early. I love it. But yeah, Mickie James, Impact Knockout Champion of the moment. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. We'll be appearing at the Royal Rumble. So see what happens. But like, share, comment this video. Follow House of Wrestling on all social media platforms. Follow me on TikTok at Dedrian180. And man, let's see what happens. But yeah, this is very refreshing to hear Mickie James, and also not to negate the other women who will be participating, who they classified as legends: Lita, Summer Rae, the Bella Twins, Michelle McCool. It's gonna be fun. So let's see what happens. But again, like, share, comment, subscribe to House of Wrestling on all social media platforms. I am Dedrian Colon, and let's see what happens.